scenario. The scenario. The scenario. The scenario. The scenario.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Here's the Scenario podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mike Feeney, and I'm being joined with me, as always,
by Mike Cannon.
And Brendan Sagalow.
And we got a very special guest today. Very excited to have him from the Dad Meat
and
podcast.
Tim Butterly. God, I don't think I really nailed the timing on that.
Damn.
I'm so sorry. God,
And we also,
Tim Butterly.
Yeah. Tim Butterly here now. Hi.
we were going to get to that.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So check out Dad Meat and Stoner Dads and everything else. We'll do plugs later. Don't worry about it. We'll get to it.
Yeah. Hey,
Don't worry about it. We're just
Now,
here
this
for
is-
each other.
This is the most Tim Butterly experience that I think could happen too, because as nature or fate would have it, we're doing Real Ass Podcast together. One of our guests canceled on us
for the Hamptons.
for a better time.
Honestly,
and
I totally agree with her decision.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so we had no guest today, which was going to be fine. We're going to do it on our own, and then Tim
you
goes.
don't need anybody.
Tim goes, I just drove in. I have an open schedule. I got nothing to do after this, and I'm just going to see where the day takes me. I go, how'd you like to take you? Right to another podcast studio.
Yeah, let's record every word that comes out of your mouth all day.
I walk around, palms to the sky.
You really do. Tim,
That's awesome.
go.
Tim really does have this energy of like, if someone's like, hey, come here. And he's like, okay. He just is like, let's just see
Now,
where this takes me.
I'm just throwing this out there.
He's yes man.
As an idea, I might be completely wrong. Do we get a new theme song? Something that really pumps you up. You know, we saw Rage last night.
Uh-huh. Well, you got to talk about that.
Oh, you
We're
wanna-
going to talk about that on Blunts with the Boys, but
You want a D-Generation X theme song.
I feel like we should be like using our stage to I just become this guy that's like to fight against the man. You know what I mean? Like I think we've been really
You learned some
Yeah.
things.
Nicole, if
You learned that there were issues in
Did
the world.
you know that there's bad things happening?
yeah, Nicole,
Yo, this next podcast goes out to anyone that's ever been a victim
Yeah.
of police brutality.
War criminals.
yeah, if you could please put like wrongful imprisonment graphics behind us,
Yeah.
Nicole, as we're talking.
Yeah.
Of obscure French prisoners.
This podcast is presented by Mumia Abu Jamal. I forget his real name. We're free Mumia now.
Nicole-
Yeah, that'd be a great brand shift.
Before we start this podcast, can you, for the first 5 minutes of it, have the words "Fear is your only god" on the video?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
fucking
That is
awesome.
awesome.
Which we're
Yeah.
going to talk about.
it's all
Which
right,
we're going to talk
yeah.
about Blunts of the Boys, which is our Patreon exclusive episode. You can get patreon.com/scenario pod. But for this show, we're going to answer your questions, hypotheticals, what if scenarios that you send in, you submit. You can submit them through our Instagram at Here's the Scenario. But be honest with you, we give preferential treatment to those on the Patreon. So get on that Patreon and submit questions, and we can answer them like this one from Anthony Connolly. You and your friends all get in your car. One of them notices a giant red button. You immediately yell at them to never push that. It's your button, limited by your imagination. What does that button do?
Damn.
Driver's seat, Sibian.
You're like, unless you want to see me come, don't you
Yeah.
dare press that button.
How dare you?
I would love if when you press that, it just becomes Cash Cab, and I have to be Ben Bailey. Like I'm like, just please
Lights
don't press
drop.
that.
Hello,
Yeah,
listeners.
Yeah, we're driving to McDonald's. Just don't press that. All right. Well, hey, welcome to
Yeah.
Cash Cab.
This obscure obsidian is a 30 seconds. Yeah, I would
That would
love,
be fun.
I would love an ejector seat.
Yeah.
like because here's the thing.
course.
You know,
Classic.
1,000,000% someone is pressing. If you do not push this button, human nature, someone's pressing the button. So I would love it to be a crime or punishment to happen to them.
Yeah.
So
As
thi-
like I told you so.
This is exactly what I was thinking. You're right on. I'm just in your head, dude. Because I think it should be a lightning speed ejecting, like forceful. You could be sent to the sun.
Yeah,
if,
like-
if nothing was impeding you.
Yeah.
And the roof goes nowhere.
Oh, so you're gonna
So
goose
you just
yourself.
slam
Yeah,
and
so you're just-
blood splatter all
Yeah.
over the inside of your car, and you're just basking in it.
but that would kill them.
Yeah,
you
that
get
would kill
accordion
Right.
pretty
But
bad.
that would make you very
touch it.
bloody too. And stuff. What I would love is if
Yeah,
there was like
that's the whole point.
a skylight open and it just shot them up into the sky.
Because
but
it's
they
easier
were
to clean up.
very easy to clean up,
Yeah.
and also a whole whole dash of not my problem after they get out of my car.
Or like a paper shredder, like the thing opens, but there's a paper
no,
shredder.
because
Give 'em
still the
enough
blood is
time.
pooling down.
That would look
You're-
like human
You're
confetti.
making so much work.
Yeah, dude, it's a celebration.
You're making so much work.
It would be
yourself.
great, yeah. If you just gave them time, you just go, don't press that, don't press, and they press it, and it's like, "Nee," and you're like, all right, okay,
Yeah.
you pressed it. You're putting on this.
You put on your raincoat and
Yeah.
splash guard.
I feel like
Yeah.
that is the move.
Yeah, I would like to shoot someone so high up that they just get a little bit past the atmosphere, and their like head turns a little cold, and they're like, oh my
Eyeballs swell
god,
up.
and then
Yeah.
exactly,
Shit,
just a
yeah.
And they
little
re-enter
bit.
the Earth's atmosphere at 185,000 miles an hour.
You see like a slow motion exhale that becomes like ice crystals instantly.
Yeah.
It's like the pressure is destroying their body.
Cool.
And then
That
they
would be
fall back
cool.
to earth and they land back in the seat.
That would be
They're just like, what did I fucking tell you?
Yeah.
Dude?
They're like,
Yeah.
That's why you should listen to me sometimes.
I ate your fries.
Yeah. This next question comes from.
I have to pay to get that recharged.
Yeah. Yeah. It's way more expensive than AC coolers.
It's like the airbag. You totaled my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Cerna style. Here's a scenario death predictor. You have the ability to tell people how they will die, but if you tell them they will instantly die, they will instead die instantly. How will you use this power? So
I wasn't listening.
Dude, what did you say?
I
don't
blacked
know.
out.
Give me one more run. I guarantee I'm going to nail this.
you have the ability to tell people how they will die,
Dead zone.
but if you tell them, they will instead die instantly. How will you use this power? The problem is he
So
said
you,
instead and
the trick
instantly.
is you're going to entice your enemies into revealing how they die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
you would have to. Yeah, that's what you could be like. I know, but then what
You have to
I'm
be
hearing
good-
from
you
this is you're
basically
just a
flirt with your
murderer.
enemies, and you have
Yeah,
to say like, I've been told I can predict how people die, and they'd have to be like, for real, please tell me. And you're like, I don't know.
right now. That's just a thing a psycho
Yeah.
says before
Yeah,
murdering
yeah.
you.
Looks like I got to go pay a visit to my dad.
I'll tell you what, if someone came up to me and was like, I can tell how people die, I'd be like, great. I just walk
I'd be
right
like,
away.
whatever you do, don't tell me at all.
Yeah. I go, what weird conversation you're having.
Yeah,
with
big
me
shut up, bitch.
Yeah, fucking nerd,
right? Yeah.
nerd.
Cool, man.
Yeah. I don't want to know that. Ew.
Yeah, how do
Who
you
are
die?
I would just go, he'd say that to me. I go, oh, thanks, man. I would like think he's a fan. Ah, thanks. dude.
Thanks for coming out.
I just
Thanks for coming out.
Just walk away. Yeah. Ah, thanks.
I've
man.
done that to
Totally.
people that I've like known for years. Like, oh, cool, dude. And they're
They're
like,
like,
"What? We
no,
went
I'm
to school
your
together."
cousin. Oh, shit. Hey, thanks for coming out.
This next one comes from Mudfly. In the midst of a zombie apocalypse, if your dog became a zombie, would you shoot it?
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
I'd probably shoot him before he became a zombie.
Yeah.
What a liability it is. Like, damn, dude, I'm just gonna hope that my dog that like runs away from me sometimes and goes outside when he shouldn't, hope he doesn't get bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And then I live in
Yeah.
Resident Evil Mansion. I can't open the door because he.
I might do the I Am Legend and like wait for him to turn while singing Bob Marley lyrics and then just try to fucking.
But Tim brings up a good point because unless that dog is like militantly Nazi trained, what net positive could it bring versus the zombies?
Right.
Otherwise,
Nothing.
it's just purely
Smelling for
bait.
food.
It's
Dude, imagine-
purely bait.
Imagine
Or
being
bait.
in zombie world and you're like, I forgot to feed the dog a couple hours ago. I better go let him
Yeah.
out so
Yeah.
he doesn't shit in my tent.
do you think he'll eat hand that I found on the ground?
Yeah, you can't train it. You can't. You just got to kill it.
And then when it gets infected, like half of its face like gets eaten off somehow.
Yeah, that'd be
Whatever.
cool.
It's
You
like,
see his like teeth right
Yeah.
here. He's like,
Oh, I-
it's so nasty.
that would be freaking.
You got to take
cool,
that
dude.
as an opportunity where it's like you've been mad at everything in your life enough to at least fantasize about killing it. You know what I mean? So then
Oh,
you
yeah.
get to purge that fantasy
Oh,
and guilt free.
That
yeah.
thing ain't your dog no more.
And
That's right.
You could starve
It
him
ain't
for a
not your
little
dog
while
no
so
more.
he's weakened.
Yeah.
It would be cool to like see.
The second,
I think I
the
would.
second he starts to nip at you because he's so hungry, that's when you break his.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
go. Oh, okay.
Do you
No,
do it
you
with
break
your
his
hands or a
feet.
weapon?
Okay, so you do want to know if you could break something's neck with your hands. So
Yeah.
I would probably go hands, and then when that didn't work, I would just like
Yeah, when they
stuff.
yelp in pain because you just twisted his muscle.
Oh
like,
man,
You just straight.
you're
Yeah.
like, oh no.
Oh,
you do like a couple practice torques.
I would love.
I
to.
could probably. And then you realize that they can lick their own backs. And you're like, oh fuck, you got to like 1 1/4.
I would have to absolutely do the shooting though. The snapping
Yeah.
of the neck, I don't want to
You
feel
gotta shoot
that.
it right.
I know and it gives you a little bit of distance from I didn't kill this thing. The gun killed this thing.
Yeah, but what are you gonna
Yeah.
do? You're gonna
The
shoot it
famous-
in your house. Your ears are gonna like fucking bleed.
The zombies
Every
are gonna be
zombie
notified.
around you is gonna know. You gotta
You
gotta
gotta
take
get
a
a
knife.
silencer, dude.
You gotta take a knife.
You don't have
and
a
just go.
silencer, Brendan?
So
But,
even
this- but a
silencers-
zombie
wow.
dog. We're not talking about a lethargic, sick dog. We're talking about
Yeah, so
like,
you throw your fucking knife at it.
fast.
I would throw it off the top of a parking garage. That seems like the quickest. No
Yeah.
mess. Not my
Tail and
problem.
collar,
Yeah.
just
That's
fucking
100%
whip it
the
right
way to
off.
go.
Yeah.
But even traveling in that world is like,
Would that
oh,
kill
now I
it?
gotta go outside, which is a pain in the ass because everything's running at me.
But hold on. Would that kill a zombie dog? Because don't you have to you have to behead the dog to kill
Mhm.
it? You have to behead
Do you kill
zombies
it?
to kill them.
or do you just drop it off somewhere?
Yeah.
You're
at a
free.
zombie rescue?
yeah,
Yeah, right. And then at your most challenging moment, it reappears as a zombie and adds to the
Yes,
drama.
exactly.
No way. You have
Now-
to
and now
eliminate
you're
it
at
all.
And now you're at a crossroads morally of what you should
And
do.
then it's like you have a tender moment where like he still kind of remembers you and like lets you get away just enough that you can get away from the bigger horde.
You see just a tail
No, you
wag.
don't want all that.
You just see
Oh,
just
man.
a tail wag, and you go.
You remember me, boy?
He remembers.
You remember me,
It
boy?
looks like he's about to bite your throat and he slowly backs away and you have just enough time to get off the ground and run.
and then
No.
another zombie comes and quickly eats him. For
And
some
then you
reason.
can
Yeah, a zombie shark.
yeah, and then you can repeat that scene in the next 4 Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Is that what they do?
With Blue, yeah, it's just a terrible, awful storyline they keep replaying.
Shame on you for continuing to watch.
Look,
I
we
didn't
are
watch
a
the last one.
Catholic
Yeah,
podcast. This
Shame
Brad
on
is
you.
one of our people. Okay,
That's right. He's a fundamentalist Christian.
Fundamentalist.
He's one of my
this
people.
is a fundamentalist podcast.
but they also did that thing where they got so much shit they tried to make it cool and be like, we get the joke. And that in that 2 Jurassic Parks ago, there's that scene where the redhead is running away from a T-Rex in high heels,
Yeah.
and everyone is like, that's the worst scene ever made in the history because how could you be doing it? And they got so much shit for it that they tried to be like, in the next movie, they did that scene again,
Yeah,
and like she was running again in high heels.
you know that's
and they
the
were like,
first.
here I am as a what? Like they like purposely was like, here's a nod because we fucked up so bad, but now
Yeah.
it's cool, right?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
we're in
not
on it.
cool.
We're
not
we're
cool
in
at
on
all.
it.
You're
No,
not
you
in on it.
fucked up.
You fucked up.
Just forget it.
Yeah.
Forget
These
it.
are
We'll
the-
remember. They'll try and join in on our laugh.
These are the most impassioned Jurassic Park opinions.
Yeah, thanks, Brendan,
over
and
the
neither
age
of you.
10. There's nobody over 10 talking about this.
No one was talking about fucking Harry and the Hendersons, but
Yeah,
this podcast,
I disagree.
Yeah.
we're a
There's a
little
lot
bit
of
more
people that reached
mainstream.
out to me.
there's 2, and I was tagged for both of them.
No, you didn't get the private DM.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No one
700
did.
of you.
Josie says, every day 8 things arrive in your house, all of which begin with the letter you choose. What letter would you pick?
It's all bad.
Is it-
Z.
Is it different
Just a bunch
stuff
of
every
zebras.
time?
8 things
and
arrive
Xanax.
in your house.
That's X, you retard.
8 things arrive in your house per day.
And they all start with the same letter.
Same letter.
Mhm.
Are you
Um,
serious?
yeah, I don't know, dude.
Wait, what did you say?
I said Z, so a bunch of zebras and Xanax would come by.
Xylophone. And Xena the Warrior Princess is
It's all bad.
P. Pussy and pizza, bro.
Whoa.
Pot too, depending on. I mean,
Depending on who's selling it and what
yeah,
they call
the
it.
genie's like that's more like M.
Yeah,
for
marijuana.
but
I would convince them everything is like, nah, me and my boys say marijuana. Just like whatever letter I pick. Like, well, technically me and my boys say quarajuana.
Yeah.
I would no. M is the best one because you got money, you got marijuana,
Mhm.
you got marriage if you're into that kind of thing.
You don't.
Yeah.
Marriage is. It's
They just-
You got
Stop
monogamy
marriages
if you
up.
want kind of
Yeah.
marriage, but not the.
yeah, you
full
get monogamy.
commitment.
Yes.
No ring.
Is there
Or
any
contract?
bad-
You
I
get a
guess
mattress.
murder,
You get a
Yeah,
mattress.
murder.
mattresses,
Keep dropping monogamy on your front step.
Yeah,
Monopoly
mad
board-
pussy.
board games.
Mad pussy.
Yeah.
That's right.
What else?
Mad Libs.
Mad. Yeah, there you go. M's the best
I'm going with M.
answer.
I like M.
I'm also gonna go with M.
Maybe I'll show up at my door.
Mike,
Mike.
this is my
I already-
least favorite question we've
Yeah.
ever done on the show.
Yeah.
I hate this question.
I like that
That
one.
one was a prank. You guys just
Let's see
Yeah,
if they
some-
read it.
Yeah, sometimes they're like, let's see if these idiots will try to make something funny with this. Hey, so you could be a
Quick, come up with no fucking
it's hard.
example.
It's hard to come up with a question that sucks.
Done.
Stop talking.
It'd be like some kind of.
Hey,
You know,
come on.
imagine imagine like a thing, but funnier, and then
Yeah.
continue that.
Brendan, this is what I love about Brendan, though, is that he shows you his heart and hopes you understand what he means.
Yeah, I try to pass the torch to someone that can finish the
Yeah,
punch.
because everybody knew he was going for an
I go,
example,
look,
so the listener fills
for a
in.
volleyball
This is
player.
a perfect setup.
Yeah.
You
What
guys
was
do
that
the
last
rest.
night, dude? That exact thing happened to us when we did Bonfire yesterday. Brendan at one point was like,
Dan's perfect for that.
he goes, yeah, because it's and he was tripping. He was like doing the thing when you've lost balance and you're about to fall.
His skis are
He,
flying behind
dude,
him.
he was literally, his head was beyond his ankles and he was falling forward. And then Dan came in with like a barn
Like a
burner
hero.
original character
Like a
voice.
hero.
And just saved
Killed it. Yeah.
Here I come to save.
I wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to it. I was. I'm very used to people just letting me die.
That's right.
and
Right.
and
well, we
saying
spent years lifting you up.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
Our biceps are sore.
Yeah. Sooner or later, this little chickie's got to fly the nest.
Yeah. Let Dan deal with you on a daily
Yeah,
basis.
yeah.
It's like a no help.
Line.
Dan.
Don't leave me hanging here, guys. Come on.
you hear my phone.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just calling him.
Yeah.
Dan. Sorry, I just keep going. Dan.
He came to the table. He did come to the table with Dan. I give him that.
Yeah,
He remembered his name. Dude,
Can we use that as a
best,
sound
worst
clip?
comedian
Can we
I've
send
ever
that?
met.
What?
I would love a sound drop of you
Best
just going,
worst comedian you've ever met.
Dan.
Dan.
Alex the truck. Here's a scenario: you come to the studio one day and find it wrapped in police tape, and a police officer blocking the door. The officer states they found something in the bathroom you are never allowed to use. What do you think it would be?
The body of whoever's living back there.
Yeah.
Or locked and every air vent sealed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's like a collection of heads in a jar or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
No, it's like the first mandolin carved by Jesus.
There's a bathroom right behind the store. It's very convenient. But
Did they ever find John Benet Ramsey's body?
No, they did not.
Whoa.
Some
Who is
believe
the
she's
old-
Katy
Okay.
Perry.
Who is the old? It's Deepu.
That's a conspiracy.
Deepu Gill's dead body is in there. That's why we haven't seen him. Deep cut. Deep cut.
so if you guys listen to YKWd in 2018,
And I'm
you
sure
are gonna
some of you did.
you're gonna
and that's
love-
for them, right? You love doing that.
Don't-
Brendan, don't touch me.
You like doing that shit.
Dude,
You
you
like
just-
saying one thing for
Dude,
one guy.
I felt like cold abandon when you touched my arm. That was you.
I felt like
shadow.
I honestly feel like he infected you. when he touched
He
you.
poisoned my well.
Look, I'm gonna get a couple DMs going. That Deepu line killed me, bro.
It's not bad.
I think
but-
they'll
know
say.
that's
I
gonna
think they'll
happen.
say. I got the reference. I don't think anyone's gonna say that killed me.
If it killed you, hit me up. Holla.
You're already dead. All right, Tanya. Things you would wish on your worst enemy. You would wish on the level of mundane things people normally say they wouldn't wish on their worst enemy. So what's something
What
that
would
you
you
would
wish?
wish on your worst enemy?
I would demand that my worst enemy eat my asshole. That's like the worst punishment I could possibly think of for a living, breathing human.
Yeah, but if you're doing that with like a monkey's paw, it's gonna turn against you, and the guy's gonna eat your asshole.
So good that I
and you're
come.
gonna die.
No, it'll be,
Like,
yeah,
Ow!
I have
it'll,
to
No,
tell my
stop!
wife.
it'll be a literal. It'll be a literal.
You're gonna have like a Reese's like bite mark in your asshole.
Little peanut butter insides.
But where does the asshole end? That's the thing. It's a hole
It's a
that if
ca-
you
it's a
expand it
tunnel.
bigger and bigger.
Well, the hole is just the
hole's a bit
hole.
of a
The
misnomer.
tunnel is the.
More of an ass
that's
canal.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, it's a canal.
Yeah, that's like saying the vulva and the vagina are the same thing.
Yeah.
Totally true.
Yeah.
Brendan,
I don't know
pretending to
anything about
vaginas.
what the vulva is. I know that there's vagina. I know that there's lips.
Yes, that's
I know that there's a clitoris.
that a boy.
This is,
Oh,
like when,
show.
this is like when you ask an 11-year-old, what do you think the
What's
female
sex?
body looks like?
Yeah.
And they're like, there's lips and something points at
I know
you.
that the pee hole is in the vagina.
Did I tell you that? That was my dad's roundabout conversation about sex. Was we were on the George Washington Bridge and he asked me like what I knew. He's like, "So what do you think you know about sex?" Like aggressively. And I was like, I don't know. There's like, you put it in and, you like cum. And he's like, where do you come out of? And I was like, I don't know, everywhere. Like, I thought cum just rose out of the surface of your cock like zombies.
Yeah, that's such a hilarious, aggressive way to have the sex talk
Yeah.
with your child. You think you know?
Dude, my mom.
Oh, okay. Smart guy. What do you know about pussy?
I suck on her boobs and release my spores. Close.
Oh, yeah, you got it, actually.
I remember, I feel like I was 6. And my mom was screaming at me for something and like threw me against the wall and was like, you think you're this? You think you know everything about sex? And I'm like,
Oh.
I was like, what?
Oh.
I'm fucking sick.
She's like,
I don't even know
whoops.
what's happening.
She immediately goes, oh, so I shouldn't have said that last one.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, was that meant
That
for
was
Dad?
a fight between your father and I.
Is this your earliest memory and it starts after whatever you said to her? Your long-term memory started the second after you probably called your mom a dick sucker or something.
Yeah, I'd probably go
At
suck
6
my
years old.
dick, bitch.
That's it. You think you know everything. Yeah, she's talking to your
Yeah,
dad through
yeah.
you. You think you know how to fuck me? You didn't have baby come in years.
And you're so good at playing the stock market. How about how good that did us?
What about my sister?
Oh.
Now, Cerna style, which would you rather? Or would you rather creature feature? Would you rather fight off a giant ant, a space spider, or a blob? I like it taking down
Blob
a
would be
giant
fun.
ant.
I don't want to go near a spider,
What?
especially a space spider.
No, I don't want anything near. I hate the spiders, but
Too many legs.
I do. Well, the ants also
Is it
have a lot
big?
of legs. Yeah.
Yeah, but the ants.
You're guaranteed to get cancer fighting the space spider, even
Yeah.
if you win.
Yeah.
Why?
Because shit from space gives you cancer.
Yeah,
it's in
it's-
everything.
Metals, it's
shit.
not good.
The venom. The spider is the last thing. Get
I'll
spider
never get
of
out of there.
They
Yeah.
got fangs.
But
They got
blob,
too many
it
eyes.
becomes one of those things where like you
Yeah.
hit it and then it like sucks you into it and
Blob is
become
easy.
a part of that.
Blob is
How's
easy.
blob easy?
Are you still fucked
freeze
up
it.
by the Honey I Shrunk the Kids scene at all? Like when
Yeah.
that fucking
That was the first thing I thought
of. And it's they're riding the ant and they're terrified.
Yeah, the ant. That's why I'm like the ant. I feel like you could start trying to cut its legs down. You know.
The ant you can kill, but I think the blob you have to keep frozen forever.
I think we're discounting an ant's strength because it can like hold up to one,
Oh,
like
yeah.
1,000 times.
Also, it's
its
never
weight or
one
whatever.
ant. There's not one ant.
yeah.
Good point.
You kill one, a bunch are gonna come.
Yeah. All it needs is
Well,
enough
let's
time
say
for
it's
its
the
boys
queen.
to show up.
Yeah.
Say it's the queen.
How does one
Queen's
fight a
worse.
blob though?
You're not even
That's-
gonna get to the
that's-
queen. If you're a shrunken down little boy, you're gonna
I'm getting
take down the queen.
I'm getting down to the queen.
You're dangling onto a blade of grass, hoping.
Right.
I'm gonna look like Jet Li in The One. I'm just gonna be fucking fighting them in hell.
No, you're dead right away.
Yeah, no way. That thing's
It's
gonna
stepping
lop
right on you.
your head off.
Yeah. What I mean,
Well, I have the
so high
the
above
government's
ground, too.
weapons at my disposal. I'm not.
Do
fighting
you have a
by
street
myself.
sweeper?
is that in this?
No, I'm gonna be like.
Do you?
It's gonna be a versus humanity. If he's walking down Fifth Avenue in times, it's not gonna just be me versus the guy.
Sure.
I'm gonna be.
What do you call it
I'm
when
gonna
we
be in
get
one of the
into a
tanks.
scenario?
Oh, so we can
That-
fight whatever we want, but we're calling in like the Coast Guard and stuff?
Yeah.
That
No,
yeah,
we're
and
not.
All right, yeah.
It's
what do you call that?
I'll
when
fight
you
the
get
space
into
spider
a-
using the might of the United States Army.
exactly. Yeah, you're.
all of our biological weapons
Yeah.
will be at my disposal.
Yeah. I
How
like.
I don't
far
even have to
does
turn
this
2 keys.
Situation go.
I guess as far
Or
as your imagination will
is
let
it just you on fucking in a coliseum, you versus giant ant?
Yeah, you're like throwing different shit at it to see if anything works.
Yeah,
Come on,
spear.
man.
Yeah.
You get
Huh?
a spear is where you want to
The
go.
blob's the
because-
worst for that
spear.
then.
No, but the spear for the
Yeah.
ant. We're talking ant right now.
But then you got to do the thing
Are
where
we?
you like charge at the ant, fake high, slide low, and then jam
oh,
the spear up into its
Yes.
stomach.
It's, well, but here's the problem. It's got 3 stomachs, and you can cut an ant in
Well,
half
then you
and they still
like
alive.
as you're sliding, yeah, you're just like
You can
just
get
a
it behind
rip.
the thorax there. That's a good one.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
You know what you
ant
want?
ant.
You want a scythe. You want a scythe for that, so that you could do exactly
Scythe?
that. A scythe. Is it scythe or scythe?
Scythe is in rap.
Yeah.
You should.
You wanna have a cipher.
You want to spit horrors at him.
All right, Mr. Ant, with all your legs, what you doing? I will beg you to not be an ant no more and kill me and murder the town that I'm in. Ha 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 ha.
Wow.
I'd rather be killed by a space spider. I'd rather get cancer from a space spider and have it be slow.
And with a blob, you want to fight it with a flamethrower.
Wow. That was somebody truly.
We gotta make a
experiencing all of
compilation.
Brendan for the first time.
A blob, you got to use a flamethrower and or a ice
Ice beam.
thrower. Ice beam.
Ice beam. Yeah, dude. If you could shoot an ice beam directly
If you
through
could
an
get him
ant,
under
quick
a
work.
refrigerator door.
If you could just use the Mr. Freeze gun on it,
Yeah.
and
And if the blob, but here's the thing.
If you have a football field of thin stick tape,
Do you have a big mason jar? If you cut up the blob, does it just become big? And then like, where do they find each other or something?
I feel like the blob regenerates. Like it's like the T2 when it kind of comes back together, right?
So if you freeze it and you smash it, when it's melted, will it come back together?
yeah,
Probably,
because
yeah.
you got to do is you got to freeze it, smash it, and then bring each little piece to a corner of the world and keep it in a freezer. Separate.
But what if it's such
Like the
it's
Dragon
such
Ball.
goo?
to separate them all around the world.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But if
That's what God did with human beings too. He cast us all across the world and gave us
Blacks,
different languages so we
Asians,
couldn't
whites.
communicate.
yeah,
That's in the
that's
Bible.
very true.
Maybe we were originally a gigantic blob. Maybe there's just
We
one
were.
gigantic blob person.
We're a single
And he
cell
froze
amoeba.
us and went, enjoy society, moron.
Yeah,
Like station. in
Good
Bill
luck
and Ted.
agreeing on anything.
yeah.
You
Some of
think
us-
you know everything about sex. Here you go. Smash. 8 billion people.
MB submitted one. And I just want to make a preface side note. If you're going to submit a question, please spell check it and proofread it. Because
Oh, man.
otherwise
Wow.
it makes it
I don't-
really...
You calling this guy's
I
dumb?
don't care
This guy's
for that.
Dumb.
Okay, I'll read it as they wrote it, and then we can
Please
figure
do.
it out
Yeah.
together.
Nice.
Disney is making kids movie on an ill-tempered badger or sarcastic marten and an
Marten.
affable dim raccoon.
Sure.
Sure.
What was Martin?
Martian.
Oh, Martin.
This guy definitely did this question over a Siri. He went, Siri.
Disney is.
They hired.
What if Disney made a movie about
That's a Martin?
Oh, that's cute.
Okay.
Is that me? Or is that you?
in an ill-tempered badger? That's
You're
gotta
the-
be. No,
you're the
you're
badger.
the
I'm a
ill-tempered.
badger.
Yeah, yeah.
Badgers are nuts, dude. Did you
Dude,
see
I've been
that
watching
video?
Alone on fucking.
Oh, I want to watch that.
I watched the season on Netflix, and now
Yeah.
I'm just balls deep in all of it. It's so
Whoa,
fucking
that
good,
is
dude.
so cool.
I am just gonna run away from everything at some
Have you
point.
asked your wife how long she thinks you would survive yet?
No.
I asked my wife, I said, babe, we were on the finale. I was like, how long do you think I would survive out there? She goes, like, 3 weeks. I was like, is that a long time? She said, no. That's like the first person to go home. I was like, oh, okay. 'Cause I think
3 weeks is an unbelievable amount of time.
Yeah.
I don't think I would reach a full 7 days. Truly.
Yeah.
I really don't.
In
I'd
what
lose
scenario?
my mind.
Alone. So
being
you're
dropped
Yeah. you're
in the
dropped
middle of
into-
Alaska.
Oh, I think 3 weeks I could make it.
There's grizzly everywhere.
Yeah, but no
Yeah.
one's ever been attacked or anything.
No, but they've come close.
And they-
Some guy almost got attacked by a badger on season 7, which is why I even.
Dude,
brought
if you
this up in
lose
the
if
first-
you lose to a creature
You're up to
smaller than
season
you, you shouldn't even
7?
have been on the
I'm
island.
going back.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh.
I agree. If a badger's coming at me, I'm kicking it right in the face.
They'll fuck.
I'm gonna jump.
sure, I'm
I'm gonna
definitely
Super
getting-
Mario double foot stomp on it, and it's gonna explode out of its own asshole. I can squish
Dude, that
almost
is
any animal
so
smaller than me,
tough.
dude.
Dude, if you had that precise timing
That's
where you
great.
could just literally size it up and then
Yeah.
boom, just bazooka guts out of its head.
Splat onto a gigantic rock.
yeah.
And then you could just perfectly
Now I have a
fillet it and
hat.
Eat it.
And I just pick it up off the ground.
Yeah.
Now my ears are warm for the next 3 weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think 3 weeks seems like a good amount of time because you can also. I mean, I wouldn't eat probably the last week of that. You know, like
You don't
I'd be
eat for
dying.
any of it. You don't. These are all experts in
Be
outdoor
dying from
survival.
starvation.
And by like 7 days, they're just like, "Well, my teeth are turning invisible because I don't have enough protein. I haven't caught any of the fish yet, and I'm running out of gnats to swipe out of the sky with my mouth."
My dead ancestor is
Yeah.
sitting on the log next to me.
Yeah, and he says I'm in
Losing
trouble.
their mind.
Dude, there was this lady in the first, I think it was the first season, and she's like, I'm doing this for my 2 daughters. I'm a single mother. I just want to show them that a woman can do anything that she sets her mind to. She doesn't have to be limited by what men say. And as she's doing this, she's preparing to take a squirrel out of a trap, and it latches on. It bites her hand and latches on, and she gets an infection, has to go home.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's like, I might have the timing of this wrong, but she is like, I'm here to show my daughters that women are just as good as men at anything. And a fucking chipmunk bites her hand and sends her home.
In season 8, this guy just very clearly lied to producers to get on because he's like, within 3 days having crippling heart pains. Like, he's like, I don't want to tap, but I don't want to die. He's like, I had a heart attack 3 months ago.
Oh my God.
Like, I promised myself if I had chest pains, I'd tap out. And he's like literally clutching
Look, I was
his
at a
fucking
bar.
chest.
All my friends were making fun of me, saying I couldn't do this.
Yeah.
I signed up. I was drunk.
I literally took
I don't wanna be
I literally
here.
took Bear Grylls' resume, scratched
Yeah.
his name out, and wrote mine.
I said I could drink piss. That's the only thing I thought I could have to do for this.
So again, we are a ill-tempered badger, a sarcastic marten, and a affable dim raccoon.
Sure.
The dim part.
Dim.
Necessary.
you.
Yeah. But you're
The word
affable.
you're looking for is dumb, idiot.
They hire the 3 of you to write, produce, and voice it, but only offer you $100,000 to split 3 ways. After signing the deal, you are approached by every special interest group imaginable, from CCP to the NRA, looking to subliminally influence the impressionable youth of the nation.
Oh.
Do you sell out to which cause, and how do you incorporate it into the plot?
NRA immediately. They
Yeah.
give
Just
gun
make a whole
lessons to
episode about
children.
guns. Yeah.
And this is
Gun
Disney.
lessons to
Guns
animals to
are
protect
great.
themselves.
That
Yeah.
mentally handicapped raccoon shot a lot of people in this movie.
It seemed like there were a lot of warning signs.
Weird.
He kept tweeting he was depressed and had no trouble at all acquiring
Why did that polar bear in the
weird
black
movie.
Suit? Why'd they have a polar bear in a black suit talking to him on the internet for 6 weeks
Yeah.
leading up to it? That was pretty weird.
But as it's got to be pro NRA though, right? So it's like, but as we know, the only thing that would have stopped it is more guns.
He's a good raccoon
If only
with a
there were,
gun.
if only there were more guns. Got him.
Got him, Brandon.
Got him. You guys just
Who else did you sell out to?
let me die.
Absolutely Philip Morris. We'd have a full episode of how smoking is cool.
Smoke.
Smoke. Yeah, dude. Real cool animal smoke.
Yeah, would you let any of the producers molest any of your younger talent? Would you take hush money to let producers, I don't know, maybe have a party for some of the younger cast?
Yeah. We take all the fallen Disney executives and employ them on our show.
Yeah.
What if we did
Produced
that
by Dan.
We believe
Soder.
in the project, kid.
Yeah.
You said 13?
We just hire as many children voices for like a crowd scene and then just shuffle them into this office.
We do one take.
And then we don't use it. We just cut it out. Like, it turns out to be didn't really push the plot.
Oh, man. Yeah, a
Sorry,
feature
kids,
film
walk it off.
financed entirely by hush money.
That's awesome.
That's the name of the movie.
Mm.
The name of our movie is Leave It a 5-star review.
Leave
for
a
us.
star.
Wow.
5-star
Thank you very
review.
much for all those who do and continue to do so. Here's the scenario pod. Tell more people about it. That's what I think you guys should do.
Y'all.
I don't even know. What episode number are we up to now?
1,000,000.
This is 82.
Oh.
82.
82.
Wow, look at that. So
Year before my grandpa died.
go ahead and tell some friends about it. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/scenariopod, and we got everything you could ever want up there. Hundreds of episodes. We got our Blunts with the Boys. Those are fan favorites. And we got a bunch of our stuff that we do early. We got vlogs coming out. I mean, it is a full plate of food plus a heaping amount of dessert. So there's a lot.
You got there.
Yeah.
Over
wanted to say-
200 exclusive episodes
Yeah.
of podcasts plus additional stuff, vlogs. I mean, exclusive behind the scenes stuff from like Frank Rigatone shit.
Yeah.
We have so much stuff over there since we started this during the pandemic, and we had absolutely nothing to do to feed our souls besides film ourselves and put it up online. So check
Yeah.
that out. It's patreon.com.
Yeah, look at all of our funky haircuts from the pandemic.
Yeah, my son had no idea who I was for the first 8 months of his life. I was like pink, blonde, bald.
My hair was
Insane.
like long, but it didn't like go down, so it like went out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You looked like
I
a
looked like
little
Peggy
kid
Hill.
who hadn't got a haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like a kid who just put a fork inside of an electrical socket.
You know that kid that got a super red face after gym, and he's
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah.
in class after just beads of sweat
Dude,
all
I
over
think
him.
That's
Piping.
100% Brendan.
Yeah.
I think that's hot on chicks when they're like back from the gym and they got their rosacea.
Oh, I
on
don't
there.
mind that at all.
Oh,
Yeah,
they look
I
like
thought you were gonna say hot on kids.
I thought that, yeah. Anyway, check out my television show. Am I plugging?
Where can we find our guest Tim Butterly?
Follow my Twitch, most importantly.
Hell yeah.
Twitch.tv/Tim Butterly. And then also just listen to my online stuff. Dad Meet Stoner Dads. Didn't realize I was making two things with dad in the title. Kind of feels weird now.
We're all in.
I just name stuff after whatever the first person to make fun of them says. So,
Yeah. Hell yes.
but those are we're having fun.
Are you on the road still?
Not at the moment, no.
Nice.
I'm trying to actually write material now. I've had enough of people just rejecting me personally on stage, and now I'm just going to give them something else to reject.
You're like, this Iraq war is
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
You guys heard about this?
Wow, rage really influenced you, dude. You're bringing up some hot buttons.
Baghdad.
Have you guys heard about the people working forces? Some of them are burning crosses.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is for the people
And I think
of
that's
the
fucked
sun.
up. And people are like, yeah. I have 3 Netflix specials based off of one laughless Instagram video where I'm just like, I think maybe people shouldn't be impressed. And I'm like,
I'm selling.
Yes. Let's fucking
She just
Butterly.
I'm
getting pelted in the face with TV contract.
you're selling like green army jackets for $80 on your website.
Yeah.
1% of this goes to the troops.
Yeah. I'm a troop. I'm a trooper for putting up with the government, man.
this is going to be the vote that matters. Yeah, who else here takes a daily antidepressant? I think that's the coolest shit in the world, dude.
Vulnerable yet firm.
That is excellent.
Where are you at, Pancake?
Oh, well, tonight, this evening, when you've gotten this live, October, no, it's not October. We're in August. August 17th, 9 p.m., my new special, Crowdwork special on edibles called Mike Cannon's Huge Mistake is premiering tonight, 9 p.m., 8/17. If it's after that, it's now up forever on YouTube, so check that out. Nicole directed, edited the entire thing. I think it's fucking awesome. It's a shocking 1 hour of fun. So yeah, check that out. And then for the road, I'm kind of all over the place. I'm in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Batavia, Illinois, Dallas, Texas, Austin with the boys on 9/9 and 9/10. We're doing half pod, half stand up at the Vulcan Gas Company. Then I'm back in Fort Worth. I'm in Philly, Levittown, D.C. Then we go Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, Greensboro, San Diego, L.A., then Skankfest. I mean, I'm all over the fucking road. Get tickets, MikeCannonComedy.com. Please don't make me look like an asshole out there. Come out to these shows. I got a ton of new material, and yeah, I'm fired up. Fired up to meet you guys.
Hell yeah, dude. Come check out me at my website, BrandonSagalo.com. I'm in Chicago in October. And also, just out of the fucking blue, I'm going to just do an hour at New York Comedy Club. Nicole's going to film it. And I say we just make it a special. What do you think?
Yeah, why not?
Let's just fucking do it. Yeah, let's just film something, make it cool, have a good fucking time, and put it out. Fuck. I'm so nervous. And I'm going to be in Zanies in Chicago, October 9th. Also, me and Fiend Dog this weekend.
Tomorrow through Saturday. Glad that you got to.
We are at Comics Mohegan Sun, man.
Yes.
It's going to be a good time. Come see us.
Please come out this weekend.
And wouldn't you know, twitch.tv/sags to riches.
And NY Freshmaker. We're out here partying. YouTube.com at I am Mike Feeney across all social media. You're not listening at this point anymore.
15.
Here's the scenario. This next one comes from MikeFeeneyComedy.com for Dave. Whoever goes last in plugs
15.
is always fucked. We have to get it down to like we each get 2 plugs. I think we could do it in under 2 minutes at some point, but I think we average about 9 to 11 minutes.
11.
Nicole.
Nicole
New
C.
World
Lyons
Order.
on Instagram.
Now that is
That's
the way to do
it.
it.
She said Nicole C. Lyons at Instagram. I talked over her like a fucking patriarchal asshole.
Yep.
Alex the Truck. If you were being hunted, By a team of killers who are not allowed to use guns in New York, and the only stipulation is you can't leave New York and your location is pinged every 20 minutes. How would you survive? If you live 24 hours, you get a really nice rent-free apartment in New York.
Wait, what's the
Bro,
first
So
part
you-
of
you
this?
fucking
So you pick up the
kidding
most
me?
wanted.
Yeah, you pick up most wanted for 24 hours. And if you survive it in New York City, then you get a free rent-free apartment. But
Cool.
you're being hunted by a team of killers, and your location is pinged every 20 minutes.
What race are the killers?
Excellent question.
If they're
I'm
what
gonna
about
make them
what?
like,
okay,
I'm
do
gonna
I-
make
Are
them
they
like,
in the Yakuza?
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
more of like a. I was thinking more of like a creepy Eastern European vibe thing.
Yeah, they're all wearing tracks
with the one
Like
dead eye,
Season 2 of The Wire.
like a cloudy eye.
Like the Kansas City mob in Ozark.
Seems
Sure.
Yes, exactly. It seems pretty obvious to like go into the subway and just walk the subway, but it seems too obvious.
Well, your thing gets pinged every,
every
20
20
minutes. So they can easily
They
track
figure
you
it
walking
out,
in a
yeah.
linear line on the 6 track, you monkey.
Oh, and then just wait for you on the
or
and
get
then-
on
and
the
then
train you're
surround
on.
you.
Did-
No, just walk through the subway, but like, yeah, you'd be walking, and so they go, okay, one person at 23rd Street, one person at 4th
You could definitely
Street.
kill a good hour of like getting on a train, then getting off the next stop and going
Sure.
downtown. Like you could probably kill a couple
Get on a
hours that
ferry.
way.
this
But
is the day that like have
You might just get normal killed that way, though.
yeah.
has
Yeah,
nothing to do with the hunt.
The conductor's
blasted
like,
by
oh,
a
look at that.
express train.
Yeah.
But you have to. This is where your Revel subscription comes into play because you get pinged every 20 minutes, and then you just zip around to the furthest spot from there.
Sure, but then we have this John Wick-esque kind of chase scene where two other guys on scooters are like behind me, and
Right.
there's another one on them.
Oh,
But that
man.
gives you a flying chance.
Yeah.
That gives you a
Flying. What if we get into a plane?
and
and-
just circle New York City.
Yeah, get into a helicopter.
You get a
Just circle
get a
me.
zip car. That way, you're at least shielded from bullets a little bit better than on a scooter, where you're just open back is and vital organs are exposed as you're hunched over.
Yeah, but you're wearing a turtle shell.
What?
Can you? Yeah, and you're wearing a
that's-
turtle shell that you ripped off of a tortoise.
Oh, I was thinking like the motorcycle turtle shell things that they wear to absorb
Oh,
sometimes falling.
yeah, but you're wearing a leather jacket. Can't get hurt in a leather jacket.
And if you do, you're looking cool.
Yeah, at least you die looking cool.
What if we tied drones to your elbows and knees and just flew you around to?
That's
Problem with
cool.
drones is the batteries only last about 20 minutes.
Oh shit.
Oh, perfect. It's time to refuel.
What?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
What is that thing? Have you seen like it's on TikTok or whatever, but it's literally like the modern day Rocketeer. The guy's just holding jet propulsion things and he's like, he looks like fucking Mega Man and he's just like, and just floats and flies away. That's what I'm doing.
But you're going to see
Yeah.
that person in the sky if there's trained hunters.
But they're not
looking
allowed to
for
use
you.
guns.
Yeah.
They're not using guns, but they got, and that thing's going to run out of, that probably has about
They can use
9
guns.
minutes.
No, that is a 36-hour battery life.
It's just
Hot air balloon.
Yeah, didn't you watch the video?
hot air balloon. You got to stay in New York City.
You could float around New York City.
That's above New
Yeah.
York City.
What if you had a really long rope
Oh.
and you tied yourself to like the top of the Empire State Building?
This is what you do. You're at the top of a really high building, right?
Mhm.
With a paraglider thingy. With a glider thingy.
Okay.
You know?
It's
and,
good.
And you just
New York
jump
City
off.
is super open. So there's
Yeah.
buildings in the way.
Yeah. You
Well, you were
immediately
good
catch
at.
wind and fly directly.
Get
into a-
impaled by the top of a building.
you just hit
Man.
frosted glass at Mach 3.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you just gotta like walk around.
The worst part would be if you got stuck. You get stuck in Central Park or someplace out and open. You know.
Can you go on a ferry or anything? Like, can you go on a
No.
ferry that goes around New York City?
Oh, maybe, you know what? Is
Ooh,
the
we-
Hudson still a part of New York City? Can
I think
we
you have to
rent a
be.
jet
I think
ski?
you have to be on the physical ground of Manhattan, anywhere from Harlem to Battery City.
Mm.
I'm thinking honestly, the subway is going to kill a lot of time. That's going to be your best bet for confusion. Because also,
They'll figure it out.
here's what you could
Yeah.
do, right? Let's say you take the subway down to the Battery and you go back. You like just take a couple different trains. Then when you go back there, you go up top in a building in the financial district. So
Yeah.
they think you're in the subway underground because they see the ping and they're like, oh, he's down here. He's still in the subway. Then they get on the subway looking for you. You're 30 stories high.
You know what you do too? You hold on to the bottom of the subway car And so if they like figure it out and they can get into the subway car, they're like,
That's
where
smart,
is he?
so you can get bludgeoned to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have
Rocks and
24
2x4s.
hours where they're already at your ping.
But here's,
Yeah.
you know what though? Let's say I'm in like a skyscraper apartment building. You know that one that's $350 million on the water there.
Sure.
If I go into one of those rooms, even if they have my location, they're like, I don't know if he's up or down. They have to check every one of those. That's going to take like 8 to 10 hours right there of searching every single room for us. That's a lot of time.
Is the pinging also making a sound? Is it going ping?
They get a ping. I'm picturing
Ping.
they're getting a ping.
And I
Like,
think it's a brief ping, so it's not necessarily like just locking them into you. It just shows where you're at.
like a sub.
and
like a
then as soon as it locks onto that location after that 20 minutes, then you're free to
Submarine.
move.
yeah, like a submarine.
now this is.
I would, you know what? What about a series of disguises?
Yeah.
Disguises are good, but
I
I
believe
feel
the
like
man you're looking
What if-
for does not have a mustache.
Yeah, I would just blend into
I did see
crowd
a
for
handsome
24
man
hours.
go that way.
Yeah. You could do like the Mission Impossible thing where it's just completely pressed to your face and it's very realistic and lifelike.
Yeah, that's cool.
Change your voice.
And then you have to fool them like 24 times.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
How many times does it ping?
Every
24
20
times.
minutes
Every 20 minutes.
So
How many
3
20 minutes
times
is
24?
in 24 hours.
24 times 20?
72.
What? How many 20 minutes
24
are in a
is
day?
3.
3 per hour. Right.
Okay.
So 3
It is
times
72.
24.
Okay. Hold on. 3 times 24
Uh-huh.
is
Are you still doing this? We literally just did
He's
it.
still let him get to it.
100? I don't know.
You are John Nash.
Boy, are you affably dim.
I'm not very good at math. So.
I know, but
Still doing
but
it?
I don't want to move on until he gets it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay,
we all
let me
he
do it in
just
my
said
head.
what the answer was.
You didn't hear it.
4 times 4 times 4 is
You're gonna do
because
it
I'm
manually?
doing it manually in my head.
How many 20 minutes
Wait.
are in 1 hour, Brendan?
3,
Right. How many hours are in one day?
24,
So it's
12. I
3
mean,
times
24,
what?
24 hours.
Brendan
24 hours.
corrected himself. and-
Well, it
and
depends on
there's
what you mean
12
by a
hours
day.
in day.
Do you mean like an honest work day or one rotation around the sun? Because when I say day, I'm hearing the whistle when it's time to clock out.
I'm kind of like Fred Flintstone in that way. You
Time
are Fred
is-
Flintstone.
Now, did you mean car or gigantic brontosaurus tail that I slide down?
Brendan orders so much Burger King, his car tips over.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, I took this for you yesterday, Brendan. A guy walking through the drive-thru at Burger King.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Soul
A
mate.
disciple.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
disciple.
They was
Disciple of the
they were
king.
like,
Friend
sir,
of
the king.
they're like, sir, please get out of here.
They're like, we don't do that anymore
They were not happy at all.
because one guy got really mad.
So we got it bare bones.
24 times 3.
Oh, we're still doing this.
Yeah.
It's easy. 24 times 3. Of course. Everyone knows that. Oh, shit, I thought that would buy me time. Let's see.
This is also one of those where
you need
like
a
you can
pen and
employ
paper?
like kindergarten math. Like if
Yeah.
multiplication isn't your
You
thing,
also-
then add.
You also just got an eternity of extra time by
So
Feeney's
24,
diversion. and
I
you-
thought
no,
we were going away.
You let it go. You
So
said, you know, thank
okay,
God I-
48 is 24 times 24.
Atta boy.
Now, and then an extra 24 would be 60. 100. 600. I don't know.
The public school system has
You
Is
got
it-
a 900,
Is it 116?
Brendan.
116.
Come on, man.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know, man.
You can do it. You can do it.
I don't want to do it.
You can do
There's
it.
so much pressure.
All right, now let's do this. So 48, right? Let's get it to a round number. So
Yes.
48 plus 2. Boom, we're at 50. How much of the 24 is left?
Oh no, that was way
This
worse.
sucks, man. This sucks.
Take away an apple, then you
gonna
add
look it
another apple, then what do you got?
I'm just going to do the calculator.
Oh my
You're
God,
robbing
are
yourself
you
of a
kidding?
brain exercise.
Okay, 24 plus 24 is 68. 48, 48, 48, 48, 48. 48. And then another 24
Oh my God.
is
What?
60. something.
Whoa.
60.
Whoa.
Two woes.
You're like
Two authentic woes.
48.
You're like a
plus
janitor at a
24.
prestigious college who's also actually just bad at being a janitor.
So I mop this way and then I dunk it in the water? Or I,
And he goes up to the board and like coolly fucking solves it. People are like, what?
yeah.
62?
He's got this big long equation on the board, and at the end it's like equals, and it just says, oh.
Is it 62?
No, it isn't.
It's in the 60s.
It
though.
couldn't be less in
It's
the
got
60s.
what is it? 70 something?
Yep.
What do you mean?
72?
Are
There
you
you
just
go.
guessing?
There you go.
You just guessed.
He guessed.
I guessed. I got it.
Buddy, we got there.
Nicole, can you please earmark out how much time of the podcast that took?
That was 48 hours.
I put it
You
at
should
roughly.
dock his Patreon.
All right. Unfortunately, we got time for a couple more. Let's do one from.
Are you checking your math, or are you
No,
scrolling?
I'm not checking my
You're
math. I
scrolling
gotta-
to medicate your pain?
No. I gotta just check something really quick. But keep going. I'm checking the math now. Just go, dude.
Wow, dude.
Cerna-
Who's your manager? Who's his
I
supervisor?
Apparently, Brendan is our supervisor. Just go, dude.
I gotta get out of here early. Yeah, do whatever you need to do, man.
Do whatever you need.
Cerna style, here's a scenario. Excuses. You get out of a gig by faking an injury. What's the story? How are you eventually going to be caught?
COVID. I just say I have COVID.
COVID's, it's so hard to prove that, though, right? That they get caught during that. It's such a great excuse.
You don't have a go-to positive test, like a picture in your phone favorited?
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
sure
that's
do.
hilarious.
Yeah, just in case. Just in
That's
case I
smart.
don't want to see people. I just send that out. I'm like, sorry, dude. And I've never tested positive.
You just found that it's like the man's
Did
hand
someone
is
send
black
that to you?
holding,
Yeah.
holding
Yeah.
a positive.
No, it was, I don't know how I got it. I think maybe somebody sent it to me, or it was
Can you
Nicole's.
send me? Can you send me one of your?
I'm selling actually pictures of positive COVID tests.
But it's the perfect thing because I don't know. It used to be. I mean, having a child gets you out of pretty much anything. Like you can just say I'm locked.
Yeah, and of course the
this.
downside is that you don't get to do almost anything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's
It's a
tough.
blessing and a curse.
Yeah. But you always cannot do some on your own
Yeah.
accord.
Yeah,
Which is cool. But then other stuff. Is
Yeah, I got a thing with the
involuntary.
kids. I can't make it.
I like took a kid's a good one. I took a gig and was like, "What am I doing?" And I just was like, "I have COVID." And now every time I see this guy, he's always like, "What's up, man?" He like knew. I was like, "Yeah, I got COVID." I'm out. Like I like went out the next
Yeah,
day.
I'm feeling better, dude. Although some of the symptoms I felt like kind of lingered for a little while. But yeah, but thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. He like hands you a bouquet of flowers. You're like, no, I'm better.
Thank
you so much.
Oh my god! Wow.
Oh, I forgot. It's an
feel
injury,
better.
right?
Yeah.
I'd say like my knee or something. Like I twisted my knee.
They're like, we'll never be
Yeah.
able to prove that wrong.
Yeah.
I limp
It won't,
anyway.
and it will hurt the narrative.
That's right.
Yeah,
It will help our narrative, hurt your narrative.
truly.
Yeah, one time I had a shoulder tear and I turned down a guest spot at a place. It was a really terrible show, but it was run by a friend of mine. He's like, "Hey, you want to do some time?" And I was just like, "Dude, I've got a torn shoulder and it's really putting me in a bad mood. I don't think I want to do this show." I just didn't want to do this terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I went, "No, man, my shoulder's torn. I can't do stand-up comedy." And he was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Like face to face.
It's pushing against my vocal cords.
Yeah.
So
But that's almost when you say that face to face, how can you challenge that? You know what I mean? Like there's nothing to
Yeah.
say. It's just like, oh, okay. Like
Yeah, if it's,
Yeah, he was like, "Good luck with the shoulder."
if,
yeah.
if it's an
I was like,
internal
we can leave the
injury,
mic in the
you
stand.
can't prove it. Any
What's
internal
like-
injury, you can't be like, dude, my kidney's killing me.
yeah, I'm
You're like,
pissing blood.
What's like the craziest thing that you've come up with to be like, I can't because of this?
Ooh.
car accident.
Yeah.
Car accident.
Death
I
in the
think.
family.
I might have said definitely.
Brendan
death in
said
the
death in the family every other week.
Yeah.
So he
I've
doesn't
gone
take
all the way
train to
down my
Brooklyn.
family
That-
lineage. I've said my Aunt Susie to Uncle Billy. Like I've went to
Yeah, I've
all
killed
of my
everyone.
fucking- yeah, every one of them.
There'll never be a Sagalo left. I'm getting rid of them like the buffalo.
Dude, my dad has 7 brothers and sisters, so it's just a great list of names to go through.
That's 49 funerals if you do it right.
Yeah.
49 divided by 7 is.
9.
Just kidding. I was just kidding. You didn't actually have to do it. Or is it cutting out?
Yeah, it is cutting out. It's awesome. Maybe it's the thing.
One last question from Stone Rhino on Instagram.
Hey, don't
Here's
hate.
the scenario: you are standing on a cliff, and the other two are hanging off the edge by your feet. They're hanging you off, I think is what they mean to say. The other two are hanging you off
They're
by the edge of
sugar-rating
your
you.
feet. There's only time to save. Oh no, I misread this again. Let me try this a third time.
Maybe it's your reading.
You're
maybe
standing.
you're dumb.
You're standing. You're standing on a cliff, and the other two are hanging off the edge by your feet. By your
So they're hanging onto your ankle.
So you're standing. We're holding on.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
only time to save one, and whoever falls, you take their act. Do you take the
Oh.
better friendship
I just
or
kill
go for their
myself.
act?
No, I was gonna say save me immediately because I'm less strenuous on your shoulder. But what are you gonna do with his fucking farm sweat?
I feel like if I do because I feel like
these are my legs. I'm just gonna go. No, but once you die, then he would have to be like,
I'll get
you know,
both your acts.
no sneeze face. Hey.
Yeah. Good bit.
yeah, I think it would be.
You'd kill for that bit.
You know what? No, I think I'd actually might because it would be a bold fun departure to be like, you know, a silly Benilly. You know what I mean?
You're
And have,
pretty
like-
silly on stage.
I guess I am, but I feel like that's
You're a silly Benilly.
I feel
think
like-
you're more silly and Benilly than me.
okay. It seems like it's taking a defensive turn. I'm just saying,
No,
like,
I'm just saying that's what I think.
stop scratching yourself aggressively as you say that.
I have to. I have eczema everywhere.
Just shedding onto Mike's arm.
Yeah, what are you doing? This is such
For what?
a friendship question.
Oh, whose act am I taking? Who? I mean, I think as soon as I grab one of you, my shoulder's coming completely out of place and we're all dying. But I think Feeney's life is the most similar to mine. I don't know if I
Yeah,
can
it'd be
reach
easier to-
the octave you can reach.
It'd be able to, and I the of you. I don't think I want to go down that like
the
it's kind
frantic
of-
eyebrows.
It's like I don't think I
That's
have.
the name of my new
We're
hour.
just describing each other's acts with sounds.
Hey dog. Yeah, it's a different. I feel like it's almost like taking one of those rides that are in those little mine shaft rides that descend lower and lower into like the anger and the darkness.
Yeah.
It's like I kind of like if
You're like, I wanted to get off 3 floors ago.
Oh, do we also, along with your act, take your feelings towards your own stand-up? So, like, how you feel about what you're doing, do I also get that?
what do you mean?
Does that make sense?
Are you saying, will I
guess
like
so,
it?
yeah.
No, I mean...
Will I like myself?
Yeah.
No, because that, yes.
Yeah.
So if I get Brendan's comedy,
Do I suddenly
also
enjoy
hate
it?
myself?
Do I also hate what I'm doing?
Do I
Man, Mike, this is just such a
Bummer.
mean question.
Yeah.
No, I'm
It
saying...
was nice for a second.
What I'm not delivering what I mean correctly. Do I feel like you feel after you perform, or do I feel like Mike does after he performs? Because I feel like Mike has a like pretty good sense of himself and is really like more or less in the same zone of unhappy to happy.
Yeah.
And Brendan fluctuates so wildly
Yeah.
that I can't take the weight of wanting to kill myself. anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny, dude? It's funny you say that because I did the VU last week, and I went up first, which is like the bullet spot there is pretty notoriously can be pretty difficult. And
Yeah.
Mike Yard is hosting, one of the absolute best hosts
He's
in
so
the
good.
entire city. And I usually like, especially when he hosts, you really feel like you're set up for success. And I would say like for me, like being your own harshest critic or whatever, it was like I had like a good set, but I didn't kill.
Yeah.
And I was like a little upset that I didn't like really hammer them and stuff. So then I was talking to Mike afterwards and I was like, yeah, they're going to like, you could tell like they're going to be good, but I was a little frustrated. I didn't like fully crack them open and stuff. And he just looks at me. He's like, why are you always so hard on yourself, man?
Yeah.
he's like, you're always so hard on you. He's like, you did great. Everyone's
Yeah.
laughing. He's like, wait,
Yeah.
no. He's like, I know he's like, I know what like your problem is. It's that like you want to be a great comedian, which is great. You know what I mean? Like you really are.
That does sound like
striving
a
for that.
problem.
He's like,
I know your problem is you want to
Yeah.
be good at this.
he's like, but the fact that you're always, he's like, you know. He's like, if you can't enjoy it while you're doing it, it doesn't matter if you eventually get great if
For
you're not having
sure,
fun
yeah.
doing it. And then I was kind of like, yeah, I guess. I mean, I did have fun. Like I started doing the thing.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was fun. I didn't get off like fuck, but I did
Yeah.
that thing of like, yeah, you know, like you just
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
when you kill versus not killing. And it
Sure.
just was like, I did fine, and
Yeah.
I had a good set, but it was like, you know,
But I can deal with that. Like that
Yeah.
feeling is pretty. Even if I do well, I kind of feel like that. But Brendan, I feel like I would just quit if
Why?
I had, because both of us can reach.
Nicole.
I know. I heard her laugh really hard, and it made me feel bad for Brendan.
If I were Brendan, I'd quit.
No, stupid. If I had you,
If I had to feel the way that you do after you do
Yeah.
comedy,
Don't you
I'd
understand? Just not getting it.
If I was saddled with your material
maybe I'm-
and emotional reactions,
Maybe I'm just saying.
I
this
would kill.
wrong.
I'm not.
If I
saying
had your
anything
life,
crazy.
I'd die.
Yeah, if I had to deal with what you deal with,
I would prefer to die.
I think when I,
Yeah, you're right.
I don't
Forget
think
it.
there's a bomb that I have that really affects me for like maybe 10 minutes after, but it's nothing like crazy. I think I flip
you-
out on stage more when I'm bombing. I definitely am like, what the fuck's wrong with you people?
yeah,
What's
you,
going
very
on?
little
But you
patience.
also have that. I feel like that luxury to snap to anger in terms of against lashing out at the crowd. You have an ability to be able to do that and get away with it more than Mike and I do from your affability. You know what I
Sure,
mean?
yeah.
And they're like if Mike and I immediately like, what the fuck's your problem, man? Like they hate us
Yeah,
more
yeah.
Yeah.
because of his eyebrows,
I'm
my
fluffy.
hair.
They're not really
Yeah,
afraid
they're like,
of
why
me.
is Bin Laden screaming at me
Yeah.
within seconds of being on stage?
Brendan, we're like, oh, he's fun. He hates himself.
Yeah. He's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
He hates himself. That's what
You guys
I'm
don't?
saying. No, I do, which is why I'm saying if I had your I hate myself and
Oh,
my I hate
it's-
myself, it would be unsurvivable.
Yeah, it's more of the serum.
Yeah. Yes.
You're taking the Bane serum.
All right. Now we're getting
Yeah, I get it.
This has been our show, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to our special guest, Tim Butterly.
Thanks for
Check
having
out
me. Fucking
Daddy.
best.
Check out Stoner
We're
Deck.
going to have you
Check
back
him out on
with
Twitch.
Rainey, too. We got to
That'd be
get you
great.
both on. Yeah.
This was
Hell
a,
yeah.
a lovely surprise, and I'm glad you came,
Me
pal.
too. Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Join the Patreon. Tell a friend.
Keep
Adios.
it crispy.
Here's the Scenario is Mike Feeney, Mike Cannon, and Brendan Sagalow. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button Podcasts. For more information about the show, visit here'sthescenario.com.
The scenario.